All right, what is in your bin? We're talking recycling and organics in this KSAT Explains.
Yeah, it's been one of our most watched Explain stories ever. So since today is Texas Recycles Day, we're bringing it back. We're recycling it.
There you go. Perfect. Look at this guy. All right, check out what actually gets recycled outside of the story and why in this KSAT Explains. You toss it in here, hoping it doesn't wind up here. And here is where that's decided, the Republic Services processing plant. They take in all the recyclables for City of San Antonio customers. This is Tim Tiemann.
I'll explain more when we get up there.
Operations manager of the facility, where an average of 400 tons of unwanted stuff arrives every day.
So we have to process at least 215 or more tons a day per shift to stay in front of that. So you're looking at 430 tons.
First, a load of recyclables is weighed, then dumped.
Our loader operators blend the material, fluff it.
Yes, fluff it. It's to help separate the items so they can be sorted more easily. On the pre-sort line, these employees are removing what will not be recycled and will be sent to a landfill. They have to remove 45 unwanted items per minute to stay on pace.
It goes into a screening process where the cardboard and the glass are taken out. Then after the screening process of the cardboard and the glass, it goes into the optical sorting area where the papers are taken out.
So what makes the cut? Tiemann calls it the core four.
You got paper, cardboard, bottles, and cans. That's your core fours that you want to have in your system.
Not only because those things can be reused, but because someone wants to reuse it. These items are processed and then sold to mills.
It's not only what can be recycled, it's what there is a market for that material itself. Somebody's got to want that used material.
So there are some things, depending on who wants it, that's the mill, that are recyclable. But if there's not a desire for it, though it may be stamped with the recycle symbol on it, you might not have an outlet for it.
Tiemann says goods that are recycled need to meet a few requirements. They must be big enough for the machines to process or capture.
If it's smaller than a business card, we're probably not going to capture it.
And items need to be clean.
They'll reject the material or they'll downgrade it. Now, something that happens they downgrade it, they can send it back to us. So we pay for the freight for that truck to come back here. Plus, we have to figure out what's wrong with the material, reprocess it yet again, and try to sell it again. So that's double cost in that product.
What are some of the reasons that a bale may be downgraded or rejected?
Contamination. Contamination being too much plastic bags for their straining system, diapers, believe it or not, some type of medical waste.
We wanted to put a few things to the test.
We're going to start with an easy one.
Sure, yes.
How about this?
Yes.
Strawberry container. These clamshells, they can be recycled.
If they're clean.
How about this?
I'll say yes to that, but if you bring me a Raid can or a Coleman propane bottle about that size, I'll tell you no, because it's combustible.
How about this small little cap?
Leave it on.
Leave it on.
No.
Why not?
Well, look inside it.
There's peanut butter in there.
Would you want that?
Not here.
It's because the contamination on the inside. It makes it very hard for us to process.
But if I cleaned this.
You cleaned it, yes.
And I could leave the paper on
Absolutely.
here and the top.
Absolutely.
All right, dry cleaning bag.
Okay, capture rate. Remember what we're trying to do? We're trying to capture clean. So no, we really don't want that in our stream if it's a big city stream like ours, because we can't capture it. It's going to get contaminated because people are not as clean as everybody else. We could capture the lid, but maybe not the container.
How about magazines?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, if it's truly that thin glaze, you think this is cardboard, right?
Yes.
It is kind of a corrugation, but it's you can see it. So yes, we could capture it. So you could put it in there. As long as that's all you throw in there, you don't throw the inner in there too.
Okay.
Because then we have to separate that inner from the cardboard. We'd rather you separate the inner and the cardboard, put them separately, and we'll capture them separately.
Okay, so the plastic bag that my football set came in, that's got to be
gone. Yeah.
I didn't do a dirty one because I'm not going to do that to you, but let's pretend.
No.
No.
Please no.
But it happens.
It happens a lot. Aha. No. Because we can't capture it.
Because it's too small.
It's too small, and it's a plastic. It's a low-grade plastic. They don't want it.
All of these, even if I'm neat about it and I bag them all up so that they're sizable.
Comes down to that old, what can we do with plastic bags? Unfortunately, the market right now is not really wanting plastic bags. You're a city customer, you're allowed to do this. That's my best way of answering that question. If you're a City of San Antonio customer, this is the way they tell you to do it, do it.
This.
No,
Okay, how do I clean a paper plate?
you can't.
So I just put in the trash.
Right, now the City of San Antonio has a third container. What's that for?
Organics.
Organics.
What's in the organics bin is brought here.
15, 20 to 50, 100 trucks a day.
So what goes in San Antonio's green bins?
It could be grass clippings, tree trimmings, brush, also food waste. Those are organics. If it was once living or now dead, or if you can eat it and it's food waste, those are considered organics.
Just like at the recycling facility, plastic bags are no good here either.
Let's say you're cutting your grass and you don't mulch it, you want to bag your grass. So you take those grass clippings, you put them into a plastic bag, and you put that plastic bag in your green bin. Oh great, I organically recycled. Technically you didn't. The grass clippings are good, but the plastic is not good.
What is accepted here is also sold to customers in the form of compost.
Compost is an organic material that provides nutrition back to Mother Nature, where she once gave us that material from.
First, the organic material is shredded.
Alrighty, LJ, let's put a couple buckets in there, my man.
Then the load is sent through a trommel screen or a big drum. So in that drum, anything that's spinning around that is underneath that 1-inch diameter will get tossed out.
Yes.
Then it's up to the sorting line where non-organic items get tossed out.
We're looking for plastics, metals, glass, rocks, anything non-biodegradable, non-compostable.
These human spotters also have robotic backups. Artificial intelligence technology using cameras and computers to pick out what doesn't belong.
It happens all the time. I may not be as fast as I always like to think I am, but there are times where I will miss it and the robot will pick it right up. I've seen weed eaters, pieces of lawnmowers, rims, hubcaps, a bunch of different of everything.
But that, of course, is not what makes good compost. It's stuff like this. 50 to 60 tons of food waste is dumped here daily.
You can buy cut up fruit and cut up vegetables, or even steamables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts in a bag. A lot of that food waste material that doesn't make it to H-E-B or local grocery store chains comes here.
This huge pile of food scraps provides one of two key ingredients for compost: nitrogen.
So you need a carbon source, which is your green waste, your grass clippings, tree trimmings, and you also need a food waste stream. That's what makes a good high quality compost: carbon and nitrogen. Food waste material, otherwise known as food scraps, provide a good source of nitrogen, whereas green waste provides carbon.
The piles sit for up to 2 months where they cure and mature until the compost is ready.
Last year alone, we diverted 67,000 tons. So by doing this, we're reducing the amount of trash and good material going to landfill.
And that's the goal when it comes to organics and recyclables. Yes, one man's trash is hopefully something someone else is willing to pay for. But the hope is also that the environment isn't charged nearly as much. Now, we put even more items to the test than what you saw here to see if they can be recycled. You can watch that full video and this story at KSAT12. Just scan this QR code to get you there. Today was a recycled presentation, as Steve put it, but KSAT Explains usually airs Mondays at 6:30.
I like the dump truck with the food waste.
That's a lot of food waste.
It's like a salad slide.
A massive salad slide. We'll be right back. We've been keeping an eye on a pretty big traffic problem out here. This is the camera 281 in Loop 410, but the accident you're looking at, this is a zoomed in view, but this accident is actually down 410, the eastbound lanes at Airport Boulevard. But you can see in both directions on the main lanes of 410, traffic is really slow going.
Yeah, this is very zoomed in, and you see they have at least 3 lanes of 410 eastbound shut down. But westbound traffic also affected in all this. It's very stop and go out there. So if you're in this area, you kind of wonder what's going on, or you have somebody who's a little late maybe getting home from work, chances are if they go through this area, this is what's to blame.
All right, let's take another look outside with live cam. It is downright cold out there tonight, Adam. How long is this going to stick around?
Well, for the foreseeable future and likely into next week. It looks like, we're going to have this unseasonably cool air in place. Right now, we're at 50 degrees officially at the airport. By 8 o'clock, 46. By midnight, we're at 40 degrees. Then we're going to drop down into the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. So get ready for the chill. And even colder day on the way. A cool shot of reinforcing air is on the way. We're going to talk about that and even some rain chances in just a bit.
We've got some breaking international news we want to bring to you before we get to weather. President Joe Biden is calling for an emergency meeting of G7 and NATO leaders at this hour.
And that is because of what happened earlier today in Poland. Poland saying that Russian-made missiles attacked their country, killing 2 people there. So obviously the president very concerned about that news and wanting to gather international leaders to see what steps may come next. Of course, with the Russian attack on Ukraine still ongoing, this would certainly be another development in that.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we turn to the weather situation, and it is cold outside. How long is this going to hang around?
Well, at least for the rest of the week and even into next week. And there are some indications around Thanksgiving. We'll have another, cold front and maybe even better rain chances near Thanksgiving, maybe the day before, still up in the air. We'll get to that, of course, as that time approaches. Reinforcing shots of cold air on the way. That means we're going to remain unseasonably cool. And temperatures will drop even more as we get into Saturday. That's going to be the coldest day. Let's start with just a look at our morning temperatures. Have the jackets ready the rest of the week and, well, even through the weekend. I mean, we're talking morning readings at sunrise in the upper 30s the rest of this work week. And then only in the lower 40s this weekend, then just a few degrees warmer as we get into next week, but still below average. Temperatures right now. Mixture of 40s and 50s. 57 Cotulla, 48 now in New Braunfels, 45 in Rock Springs. We're 50 in San Antonio, but you get up into the Panhandle. Look at 42 Lubbock and 37 already in Amarillo. And we're going to talk about the overall weather pattern because most of the nation is feeling this unseasonably cool air. 20s, teens. I mean, we're talking below freezing temperatures not far to the north of us, even Dalhart at 30 degrees, right? It's a big dip in the upper level flow. That's pulling that cooler air southward. And as you go forward in time, we're going to continue to see these troughs, this overall trophy pattern, meaning these dips in the upper level flow. The opposite of what we see in the summertime, which is when we have the bump in the upper level flow, which is a ridge. We don't have that anytime soon. It's just going to reinforce this cool air. High temperature trend, mid-upper 50s through Friday. Look at Saturday. We drop down to 48 for the afternoon high temperature. Low clouds and even a few spritzes and sprinkles or light showers Saturday. Yeah, we rebound a little bit, but only to 57 by next Monday and Tuesday. Here's the key. See that number at the top? 72. That's the average afternoon high. And we're going to be more than 10 degrees below that for the next 7 days. High clouds have been streaming overhead, thick at times, but nothing to make any precipitation. All the precip action is with the system that gave us a quick little shot of light rain yesterday. That's all in the Great Lakes, the East Coast, and actually with it is a lot of snow. There's that dip in the upper level flow associated with that cold air, especially this time of year. Our rain chances, maybe a sprinkle Thursday morning from a weak disturbance. That's it, not a big deal. Saturday, 30% chance, and that's our best shot here of the next 7 days. Then just 20% chances Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So nothing stellar, but Thursday we could see a few pockets of light rain. Here's a KSAT 12-hour forecast. 6-7 a.m. tomorrow, we're at 38 degrees. At noon, 51, mixture of sun and clouds. 55 then, the high temperature later on in the day. And all across our area, we'll just be in the mid, maybe upper 50s, really through the rest of this work week. So get used to this chill that's in the air.
I'm not sure I can, but
ready or not.
Keep my coat.
Yeah, probably a good idea. In case you missed it, coming up next. Here's today's ICYMI.
It's Tuesday, November 15th.
And we start with video just into the KSAT12 newsroom. The city of San Antonio today releasing video that we requested showing the confrontation that happened before a city council meeting back in September. This incident between Councilman Mario Bravo and Councilwoman Ana Sandoval resulted in the censure vote against Bravo last week.
The video shows Bravo and Sandoval having a conversation. Then Bravo gets animated. You can see him in her face there. At one point, Sandoval puts her hands to her face. The short conversation ends with Bravo taking his seat and Sandoval leaving the room.
Eric Cantu Jr. awake and smiling nearly 6 weeks after being shot by a San Antonio police officer in a McDonald's parking lot. That is news according to an update from the family online. His father wrote that his son's recovery is doing better. It's the first update on Cantu Jr.'s recovery since the family revealed he was no longer on life support earlier this month.
Massive layoffs are reportedly coming to Amazon. The New York Times says the company is set to cut 10,000 jobs just this week. That's the most in its history. The layoffs will reportedly affect the division responsible for the Alexa voice services as well as retail and human resources.
Recognize that house back there? That is the house in Ohio that was used as the main setting for the 1983 classic A Christmas Story. It's open these days for tours and folks who can stay overnight. The house and a museum across the street are now part of a for sale deal. I don't know, I guess it depends on the price.
We want to give you an update on that traffic problem we showed you earlier. Down in the main lanes of 410, the eastbound lanes, you can see that the issue has cleared. It's not congested anymore. It looks like that accident that was causing a big backup at 410 and Airport Boulevard has cleared and traffic is moving smoothly.
Yeah, in both directions, because 410 West was also backed up. I don't know, people were gawking or whatever was going on, but you can see both directions moving smoothly at this hour.
Rubbernecking?
Gawking.
I like gawking better. All right, tomorrow
lose.
This is going to get better and better. Tomorrow morning, upper 30s for most of us. 38 San Antonio, even mid 30s up into the hill country. Feeling the chill. Feels like wintertime out there. And high temperature, only in the mid 50s. That's the best we can do. And 58 Thursday and Friday, down to 48 for the high on Saturday, so with a little bit of light rain. So I would suggest waiting to get the Christmas lights out and getting out onto the ladder for a different time.
Noted. Thanks for watching the news at 6.
See you back here on the Night Beat at 10.